Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Shared News. We have all of the tea on the next potential group of the ladies going on The Bachelor, and we are going to dive right into it and see who do we think will win Clayton's heart. As always, I'm your host, Zachary Reality, joined today by the lovely Gianna Gravelisi and Gabby Gonta. Gianna, how are you doing? And more importantly, will you accept this rose and dish on the next season of The Bachelor with me?
Oh, Zach, of course I will accept that rose. And I am absolutely ecstatic to spill all this tea about the next contestant. So thank you so much. I cannot wait. And I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for
Oh
asking.
my God. Amazing. Gabby, I know I just gave Gianna a rose, but I do have one more. Will you accept this rose and dish on the next season of The Bachelor with me and Gianna?
The final rose for me? All the time. Every time, Zach, I will accept your rose.
Oh my God, amazing. Okay, well, this is not going to be an awkward two-on-one date, but it might get awkward when we get into some of the contestants, including this girl, Sally. So we have a lot of contestants to discuss, but Gianna, I want to know what your thoughts are on Clayton and the fact that they are going to be filming this season in the new Bachelor Mansion.
I mean, of course, I'm excited. I can't wait to see how it all pans out. I think we've just been through such a crazy couple of weeks, whether it was accidentally or on purpose, finding out that Clayton is our next bachelor. And now we have over 30 women. So, again, it's not even guaranteed that every single one of them will be on our TV screen soon. But I mean, I'm overwhelmed with Bachelor Nation. I feel like we just had Katie's season, and then it's Paradise, and then we have Michelle's season, then we have Clayton's season coming up. Like, there is so much happening, and it's all happening so fast. So never a dull moment with Bachelor Nation. But I mean, I'm excited. Something to look forward to, as always.
Literally, Bachelor Nation is just putting out new seasons left and right. And I kind of feel like the reason they're doing it is because The Bachelor is like low key on a sinking ship. Like at this point, the franchise has become so toxic that I would put a 3-year like time limit on how many more seasons or how many more years the franchise can continue. So I think they just want to roll out all the seasons they can because we don't need an extra season of The Bachelorette and then The Bachelor. There's just so much going on. But I particularly love The Bachelor the most. It's my favorite to watch all of the women compete over a man. I think it's so interesting. So I'm just excited that they're back in the mansion because I missed it. Gabby, how are you feeling about Clayton and the whole mansion situation? Are you ready for The Bachelor?
Yeah, I'm so excited. I mean, just having the season back in the Bachelor Mansion, it feels like they're back home. It's back to our original roots. It's been fun to switch it up and kind of freshen up the seasons in these new locations for quarantine and all of
New
that.
Mexico?
But I'm so excited for it to be back though because I don't know, it's just like classic. It's going to bring back those OG feels and I'm super excited for The Bachelor. I think we've gotten so much good content like you guys have been saying from The Bachelorette, even Paradise. We're so excited to have Paradise back after, the hiatus. So I'm equally as excited for The Bachelor to be back.
Okay, I'm glad too because The Bachelor is always going to give us so much drama. So we have to dive in to this new list of 33 potential women that are going to be on Clayton's season. Now, not all 33 of them will most likely make it on the season, but this is the cast. This is who we have here on our list on the Bachelor Facebook group. I think a few people might get cut before filming starts tomorrow. So we're going to have to just dive in and see some of our predictions. I'm interested to see if you guys are already shipping Clayton with someone. There's no spoilers because the season hasn't started yet, but I'm already ready for a winner pick. So let's get into the latest. We have this girl, Brianna Jade. She is the first girl on our list. She's 28 years old. She's from San Diego. Her Instagram says that she is building your software engineering teams by day and co-hosting Strong Coffee Club, which is most likely a podcast, by night. Her Instagram bio also says she's from Texas. Gianna, we got a podcaster and a software engineer. Looks like she has a lot of things that people on The Bachelor usually have. Quite a good resume.
Yeah, I mean, we love a multifaceted woman. Shows that she's smart, shows that she has a personality because you need a personality in order to have a podcast. And she is absolutely stunning. I'm like blown away. And she's from Texas, you said, or this says San Diego?
So on the Facebook group, it says San Diego, but her Instagram bio says ATX. So maybe she moved to Texas and grew
Oh,
up in San
okay.
Diego.
Okay, interesting. But of course, per usual, all of our contestants are from or end up in San Diego at some point
Yeah.
anyway. But we love Brianna. I'm loving her.
She's beautiful. Gabby, what are your initial thoughts?
Yeah, she's giving me like Victoria Fuller vibes. So
Ooh.
maybe
Is
if,
that a good
she's a
thing?
little less, yeah, I mean, just like as far as her appearance. So like if she's a little less toxic than her, then I think she'll go far and be, a
Or
hit
the
among the
opposite.
girls. Yeah, or she could be, a, carbon copy of Victoria Fuller and she could give us a great season of drama because of that.
I think the most toxic and dramatic contestants usually do go the farthest. Sometimes on this show, Victoria Fuller is a great example. But yeah, this girl is beautiful. I think that she has a lot of potential to go far with Clayton. And yeah, we don't know too much about her. I like that she has a podcast and that she likes coffee. So it seems like we have a few things in common. So far, we really like Brianna, and we'll have to kind of see more of her personality. The next girl here we have, her name is Cassidy T. She's already giving me Cassie Randolph vibes. She's 26 years old from Cave Creek, Arizona. Her Instagram bio says, taker of great risks, believer in the grander plan, Arizona raised, Boston was home for a time, and now she's in Santa Monica, California. Okay, so she's been a little bit around the coast. Gianna, I mean, you're in Boston, you've lived in California. What do we think of Cassidy?
Wow. I mean, considering that she lived in Boston for a little bit, she definitely is going to have that like Boston behavior, hopefully, of like no filter, just saying whatever she wants, kind of having an attitude type of thing. But then she also lives in California, so she'll have like a nice balance. But she looks like a sweet girl, also stunning. Her eye color is amazing. I think just because she lived on so many different coasts, it kind of shows maybe her adventure side. So hopefully, she's going to be a contestant that's not afraid to step out of her comfort zone with God only knows the crazy challenges or whatever dates they have planned for Clayton season. But I'm excited to see.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely giving me Cassie vibes again. Zach, I don't know if just because we know them well, we're comparing, or if all these girls are gonna just kind of
Probably.
match up with former contestants already. But she looks super cute. I think she would definitely be someone who's probably Clayton's type, if he has a type. Definitely Cali girl vibes, which is cute. Yeah, interested to get to know her more. It says she's 26. The last girl was 28. So I'm glad they're kind of at least in these first couple girls going for that mid upper 20s range, not some of those super young girls that we've seen before just really aren't ready for an engagement.
Yeah, maybe we'll get to a couple 21-year-olds, Gabby. We'll have to see as we go down the list. But I do think that a little bit of an older range of contestants is better if they want to get engaged and married at the end of the season. So the older, the better. I think she looks pretty cool. I like that she's well traveled. And I just think it's a really good thing when someone has moved around a lot. It just shows maturity, growth. She's probably a go getter. So far, I like her. I'm already going to put her in the top four. And we've only seen two girls so
Okay.
far. So she's killing it. The next girl here, she's beautiful. We have Claire H. Now, Claire is 28 years old. She's from Virginia Beach. Her Instagram says that she is a cosmetic dermatologist as well as a spray tan artist. And it looks like she has a YouTube channel here as well, which is very interesting. Gabby, what are your initial thoughts on Claire?
Super fun. Love the YouTube. We're obviously big fans of YouTube here at Shared News. Maybe she'll, start subscribing to our page. Um,
Yes.
I think I think she's gonna be a hit amongst the other girls by being a spray tan artist. I feel like she's gonna be giving
Facts.
everyone their spray tans, on the weekly in the mansion. I could see that.
Yeah. So breaking news. I just looked up her YouTube. It says she does music. So she has two videos up here and she is an aspiring artist, which is good, I
Okay.
think, but we don't want to, put her in that same category as Jed or some other people who only came on the show to use, to excel their music career. So hopefully she's not one of those people. Gianna, what are your initial thoughts on Claire?
I was actually just gonna say I knew that she was a singer because I was doing some deep diving, but I think it's so cute. I mean, again, she has beautiful eyes. All these girls are just all stunning. And yeah, I don't think that she looks like a clout chaser right off the bat. Maybe I'm just being naive. I don't know. Like, it didn't look like, I mean, she only had two videos up that were
Yeah.
highlighting her music. So I don't think that someone that only has two videos would then go on The Bachelor to try to promote themselves. Like, I feel like if she had a label going or something, then I'd be like, maybe she's just trying to get some fame. But maybe music is just like a side hustle. And then the fact that she spray tans people, to be a spray tan artist, you have to be very open-minded and comfortable around women, because when you spray tan men or women, you're either spray tanning them naked or just like in
Mhm.
your undergarments. So it shows that hopefully she's not like a judgy person, or just like she has an open mind about the other contestants. So I think she'll be the least dramatic one on this season. That's my prediction.
Okay.
That is very bold, but I mean, out of the 3 ladies that we have discussed so far, I think that's a really fair prediction. But then again, her name is Claire, and we've seen some crazy Claires on the Bachelor franchise before. So I'm gonna have my
That's
guard up with
fair.
her. But the next girl we're gonna get into, her name is Daria R. She's given us some spice in this little picture here. She's 24 years old. She's from Baldwin, New York. She lives in New York City. She is a graduate from Harvard, and she's also a student at Yale. So she is going for the
Wow.
big bucks. She is a smart girl. Let's go down the line here. Gianna, what are we thinking about Daria?
Wow, I'm absolutely blown away by, of course, her beauty and the fact that she has 2 Ivy Leagues under her belt and she's 24. I mean, come on, I'm 24 and I don't have that much success whatsoever yet, but that's amazing. I just don't know how I feel about her being so focused going to Ivy Leagues to then leave and go on The Bachelor to get married. That just kind of rubs me the wrong way. Like, it seems like she has so much going for her at such a young age. Like, if I were her, I would not want to be married right now. So I don't know. Maybe she's going on the show, not really thinking it all the way through, because I just can't see a girl like this that's so smart, already on her way to success, to then just like kind of pause her life and get married for no reason. Like, I just can't see it
That's
happening.
valid.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
really good point. I could definitely see that. I wonder if she's gonna go far or kind of, is just taking a hiatus, go on the show for a couple weeks and it doesn't really have that long-term mindset. I could see that. Other than that, she definitely seems, like a fully East Coast girl, personality, fashion, style. So I think that's gonna set her apart from some of the other girls we've seen so far.
She reminds me a lot of Cien from Ari's season. She also was a Yale student and she was very smart and very cultured. And she almost was like too good for Ari. So I wonder if Daria is going to be the same, where she's just too good for Clayton and she's kind of above the toxicity drama reality TV that is The Bachelor. But I mean, she still signed up for the show unless casting reached out to her. So she's there just like everyone else. So we'll have to see what
Yeah.
happens when she gets on the screen. Our next girl here is Eliza. She is 25 years old. She's from Berlin, Germany. Okay, so we have an international, and her Instagram has no bio in it, which could possibly be because she just got cast for the show. And rumor has it they took your phones away on Friday, so it's possible she just deleted her bio so people couldn't find out too much about her. So is this smart or is this shady? Gianna?
Ooh.
I think it's such a smart move, because as you guys are watching right now, we are like deep diving, trying to make a good judgment about these girls based off of a couple words from their Instagram bio. So this
Yeah.
allows us to watch Eliza with a completely open mind without any assumptions about her going in. All that we know is she's from Germany. That's probably like the only uh contestant we have that's outside of the country, I believe. So that's all we know
Well, we have
so far. So,
Canadians a lot.
oh yeah, Canadians as well. But I mean, like in this batch, we haven't seen anyone outside the US yet.
True.
So I think she's gonna be really, really different and really unique. But I would do the same thing. I would delete my Instagram bio, honestly.
I think it's shady because since we have so little to
Ooh.
go off of, yeah, I feel like they should give us a little bit of something because maybe Clayton himself, is starting to look up these girls on Instagram or, people in Clayton's family, and you kind of want something to set you apart, right? Maybe we were just talking about the girls, like Zach, you were saying, oh, she likes coffee
Mm.
podcasts. Like, you can kind of connect with somebody or like get excited to see them on the show. So if you give us nothing, I don't know, it's hard. We kinda just forget about you, I think. I think the fact that she's from Germany is a great point, gonna make her stand
Is
out.
that enough?
Um, but is that enough? That is my question as well.
That's no, that's totally a fair point, but maybe she's just the type of girl that doesn't want to be the center of attention. So I think we can probably assume she's going to be low or more low key on the season, which is good. We want a balance. We want like half the girls to be drama, half of them to be quote unquote normal. So I'm going to put Eliza in that normal category. And I also want to ship her with Andrew S because I think Andrew S was living in Austria, Vienna for a
Ooh.
while. So,
Ooh,
2 European Bachelor contestants could be a vibe. So, I think I
I could
kinda
see
like
that.
Eliza. But I totally get what you mean, Gabby, like, give us something. Our
Yeah.
next girl here we have is Elizabeth C. She's 32, so she's the first woman in her 30s, which apparently is a huge deal on The Bachelor. She's from Highlands Ranch, Colorado. Her Instagram bio has nothing in it besides 3 emojis, a white heart, a black heart, and some type of king sign. However, I do like that she has her pronouns in her Instagram bio, she/her. So I guess we can assume she's cultured, she's with it. Gianna, how do we feel about Elizabeth?
I like Elizabeth. I mean, again, this photo just shows that she's like an outdoorsy gal, not afraid to get down and dirty in the wilderness. And she's from Colorado, so she's not going to be like these other girls that are from somewhere in California or they're from elsewhere but are now living in California. Like, we have someone that's older, we have someone from Colorado. So I think just because of her age, that she's going to be one of the more serious ones that's more willing to get married, whereas, we
Mhm.
have a 24-year-old who is like our age, like trying to live their life. So I don't know. Like, I think that hopefully she may be one of the ones to go far because she's actually going to be serious about it. I just hope that she doesn't come off as like the type that's like, I'm older than all of you girls. I know how this works. Like, I don't want her to
Mhm.
use her age as sort of an advantage that she has. So I'm hoping she stays kind of humble, but I think she will. I have faith in Elizabeth. What about you, Gabby?
Yeah, she looks super cute. I agree. I think the age thing's going to be a good thing for her. And I feel like, how old is Clayton again? He's a little bit older, right?
I think he's
28 or
28.
9?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I feel like, he's going to be looking for those more mature women as well. And just at the point when you're 32, you've kind of seen it all. You've dated lots of guys and you're ready to focus in on one. You kind of know what you want, what you don't want, and you can kind of narrow in a little bit more. So I think we're gonna have to watch her for that. And again, the outdoorsy stuff, so fun. She definitely seems, kind of the opposite of a city girl, which we've seen. So I like this batch. I feel like they're giving Clayton a lot of good options here.
Yes, and I just looked it up. Clayton is 28 years old, so I think that will work in advantage for her. And her being outside and from Colorado, like you guys mentioned, we know that Clayton is from Missouri or Missouri, because people tell me I pronounced that wrong. So, I mean, Midwest people could get along if they both like the outdoors. People are like, you're either a city person or you're like an outdoorsy person, and it could affect relationships, like depending on what you guys have in common. So, I think that Elizabeth has a pretty good shot at winning Clayton's heart. This next girl here, guys, my red flags are going up. So let's pay close attention to
Uh-oh.
NCA. First of all, her name is NC, which is cute. She's from Burbank, California. She's an LA girl. She got a kissy face in her bio on Instagram. This girl, my red flags are up with her. I just think she's trouble. I'm just getting those vibes. Gabby, do you see that?
I do. I think she's super cute, but I can see what you're talking about. I don't know. I mean, I'm obsessed with this dress. I just got a similar dress. It's very in style and on trend. So she seems very with the trends, very hip.
She
Of
seems
course,
with
she's
it.
from LA. That makes sense. Um, but yeah, I mean, being from LA, she kind of looks like she could be a drama starter or an attention seeker, I would say.
I mean, Gianna, I think the big question is LA girls going on The Bachelor. Is that a reason for a red flag?
Well, Zach, what if you went on The Bachelor and you're now living in LA? I don't think that you're a clout chaser. I don't think that. So I don't want to make assumptions based off of somebody that's living in LA or, whatever. So I do understand why there's red flags here. I'm just interested because her Instagram bio has a Mexican flag, the American flag, and then a flag that I don't know what country it is. Forgive me for not knowing her flags, but I mean, she's diverse. I think she's going to be really cultured. So I don't know. Maybe NC will take us by surprise. I'm just also wondering: is that your real name, or is that like your social media name that you're taking and rolling with? Like, is her name
It
really
could be
like
shortened.
NC something,
Yeah, it might
or
be
I don't
something
know.
longer.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a ton of red flags with her, but I can see why you might be a little sketched out. So, we'll see. Love her hair.
Yeah, you might not know all her flags, but we definitely know her red flags. So we're gonna be keeping a good eye on her. However, like, watch her be our favorite of the season.
Obsessed.
Like, this is just a first impression, so we could be totally off. She just seems spunky, so I am expecting her to be in the center of things. This next girl here, her name is Gabby W. So we got a
Ooh,
Gabby.
I like her
She's from
already.
Illinois. She's 30 years old. A lot of people have already been comparing her to Crystal from Ari's season. They have the same facial features, which I totally see. She
Oh
does
yeah.
not have anything on her Instagram bio. However, I do have some tea on her. Apparently, she used to date Dean Unglert from the Bachelor franchise, and apparently, she was the one that got away, and they still keep in some contact to this
Oof.
day. So I
Oh.
wouldn't be surprised if this kind of came out as the show was airing. But Gabby, I'll ask you first: Are we supporting a Gabby regardless, or what do you think?
Oh, yes. Queens with a perfect name like this, we gotta support. Um,
Yeah.
I think it's interesting that she has some connection to the Bachelor world already. I feel like the producers kind of have been using that recently in seasons.
Yeah,
So I wouldn't be surprised if, she goes far enough to where someone brings it up or asks about it. I think Dean and Kaylin are still like good and happy together, right?
they
So I don't
are.
think there would be any appearance from him or any sort of reaching out like that, but maybe they're friends or maybe, he can just, like, give her some advice or something like that.
Yeah, she's also an NFL cheerleader or ex-NFL cheerleader, but I totally think they found her in regards to like Dean going on. So apparently her and Dean are still talking to this day, maybe not in a romantic way, but they still have some sort of relationship. And Dean actually told her that he didn't want her to go on the show because he knew that it would become a topic of conversation. So it's definitely
Oh.
going to get brought up. And this is just insider information that I have, through, the DMs and stuff that I found online. So, I mean, this is just what I know about her, but we don't want to judge her just because on who she's dated in the past. But I think that dating someone who's been on the show before could be a red flag because maybe you don't actually want to like be there for love. You just want to be there to be on the show. Does that make sense, Gianna?
Yeah, I mean, that makes total sense. Like, we've seen so many different instances of contestants being there for the wrong reasons. And this is a red flag. She was already dabbling in Bachelor Nation. Whatever happened with them happened. The fact that he said she's the one that got away seems like maybe he
Mm-hmm.
wasn't really into it or something and he kind of let her go. And now, is she retaliating by going on the Bachelor? Is this like
Mm-hmm.
her way? Is this like her trying to get back at Dean in a way? Like, so are her
Possibly.
intentions there, or was this another clever producer setup move that they will definitely undoubtedly bring up later in the show? I think something, all of the above, but it'll get brought up for sure if this is true from this insider.
If this is true. I mean, she's gonna be one to watch, and I think it's also telling that we know Dean and Kaylin are gonna be on Bachelor in Paradise in the next week or 2, doing some type of group hosting date or something, so they're bringing Dean back into the Bachelor bubble. He's gonna be a topic of conversation. I think that this girl is gonna get a lot of airtime this season. I have a feeling that she seems dramatic to me. I don't know. So we'll see. Our next girl is Genevieve P. She's 26 years old. She is from Massachusetts. A lot of people have been comparing her to Ashley I from former Bachelor seasons. She lives in Los Angeles now, but she is from Boston, as said in her Instagram bio. I'm assuming she's Italian. Gianna, another Boston girl. We like this, right?
We love it, but she's already rubbing me the wrong way. The fact that she said she's from Boston when she's really from, this is a city in Mass that I don't even know how to pronounce. It's
Okay, I didn't know
Rehoboth,
either.
but that is near Rhode Island. She is nowhere near Boston. So that
Oh.
just, she's a liar right off the bat. So I don't like her. So she's not from Boston. She's not a fellow Boston gal. So I mean, that's just a red flag to me anyway.
She's on the
And
naughty
my only
list.
tea that I have is that like a lot of my friends follow her on Instagram. So now I'm gonna be asking them questions about her to get some more tea for you
Report back
guys
to
for
us,
later.
Gianna. Gabby, what are your thoughts on
Yeah.
her? I don't really like her hair. I'm sorry. It's giving me like 2010 vibes.
Yes, couldn't agree more. It looks like bad extensions or something like that. She's obviously, like, good looking, but I don't know, I could see her being that cloud chaser, city liar type girl.
Honestly, I just think she's going to be involved in drama too. She looks like an emotional train wreck. You heard it here first. Maybe because I just have seen people compare her to Ashley I, but she just looks like she's going to be crying every single episode. I already I'm cautious with her. She just seems like a lot of
Mhm.
drama. But like I said, I'm
She
happy to be
also
proven wrong when the
has
episode starts.
Mhm.
46,000 followers already, you guys. So it seems like she's already the quote unquote influencer type. So again, are
Mhm.
her intentions of going on The Bachelor good, or does she just want to expand her platform? I don't know.
Yeah, well, she's on private, so we can't really dive in too much, but she's definitely doing something with social media. So she is in the right place if she wants to be on The Bachelor. The next girl we're going to go
Yes.
over. This girl looks so sweet and cute. I love this dress. Her name is Haley M. She's 26 years old from Orlando, Florida. Her Instagram says that she is a nurse, artist, adventurer, main character energy, running on dreams and caffeine, P Psalm 46. Main character, this is my girl. This is my favorite. Main character energy. I love a girl that is just with it and has a good sense of humor. I'm loving her so far. Gabby, what do you think of her?
Yeah, she's cute. When I first looked at the photo, I thought she looked super young, like 12 years old or something. Maybe it's just I don't really know.
26.
But after you read the bio, I think, she does seem super sweet, pretty relatable, and down to earth. She seems like a Disney princess, especially being from Florida. That those are the vibes that I get from her.
Which princess? Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty?
Um, yeah, Cinderella, maybe a little bit of Tangled, Rapunzel,
Ooh,
I could see
Rapunzel.
that.
Gianna?
Ah, she just looks so cute, so sweet. The fact that she has a Bible verse in her bio, like that just makes me feel good because I can just assume from that that she's somewhat of a good person. So she just looks like the typical sweet girl, like innocent. The fact that she's a nurse, I know Clayton
Mhm.
is in pediatrics, so
Oh,
maybe they
yeah.
can kind of bond about that for a little bit. That'll be a great conversation starter between them. So I feel like they'll mesh. I am rooting for Haley M. I'm going to say top 4, my prediction.
The next girl over here we have is Hunter H. She's 28 years old from Lake Wiley in South Carolina, which I know where that is. It's a very small lake outside of Charlotte, which is exactly what it says in her Instagram. And that's all we know of her. She's a South Carolina girl. She's from like the suburbs of like the countryside girl, guys. She is definitely a small town girl. What do we think about her?
I mean, she actually used to work at Disney. So I got that off of Reality Steve. So I'm wondering if she was a face character or not. Like, did she play a princess? Because speaking of Disney princesses, we were just talking about it with the last girl. I think that this one looks like a Cinderella or even Snow White if you threw on a black wig on her type of vibe. Like, she definitely has a great Disney face. So that's another thing. Anyone that works at Disney or is a Disney lover, like they are just a 10 out of 10 human in my book. So Hunter, love her, rooting for her.
Okay. Well, we have another hunter. We had a hunter last season, so a couple hunters never hurt nobody. The next girl here we have is Ivana N. She's 31 years old. She's from Georgia and Enterprise, Alabama. So she is a Southern girl. She has a lot going on her Instagram. It says she's an actress, a model. She's also a hand model, and she's a host and creator as well at a cooking type of blog. So she goes on camera, talks about different types of food. Her Instagram says a couple interesting things as well. She has a YouTube channel where I'm pulling this up right now. She has 81 subscribers, and she likes to talk a lot about cooking, guys. Health, natural beauty,
Okay.
skincare, and she's all for making content. I think she has a lot of personality. Gabby, what do we think about her?
Yeah, me too. I think if she's already comfortable on camera, then she's going to be really confident in the Bachelor setting. I don't think she's going to be intimidated by the other girls or the process. So I'm really excited to see that. Um, and, if it doesn't work out, I think she would be a great influencer after this.
She's also a hand model, Gianna. What do we think about that?
I mean, I have the tiniest little stubby hands ever. I could never do that. So props to her. Again, she's beautiful. She has an amazing body. I'm obsessed with her hair. I'm looking into her podcast. Looks like it's We Are What We Eat. Oh, We Art What We Eat. So it's
Mhm.
all
Mm.
about being vegan, healthy dishes, organic. I love her because she's not giving me those like LA influencer fashion, just sponsored by brands vibes. She's giving me the fact that she has a passion that she cares
Mhm.
about, and she's not trying to make it into a glamorous thing. Like she's genuinely trying to help others, giving advice. In food, I mean, hello, I'm a foodie myself, so I just love what she does already, and I love how it's not really the glitz and glamour. So I think that she's going to be a really humble gal, one of the real ones. I feel like she's going to be the diffuser in all the drama
I
situations.
see
I
that.
can see her standing in the middle, trying to get the truth out, being that mediator in those arguments. So I think she's my favorite by far.
Okay. I like her a lot too. She's definitely going to be putting people in their place, but like being above that. I like her a lot. A hand model
Absolutely.
is very interesting. That's like takes a really specific type of person. The next girl here, Jane P, she looks perfect for this show. I'm telling you guys, this blue coat, she is going to be America's fan favorite. She looks so trendy already. Her name is Jane. She is sweet and spicy, as said on her Instagram. She is a social media director living in Los Angeles. She's passionate about growth and empowering others. Okay, Jane, I see you. Let's go down the line. Gianna, what do we think about Jane?
Okay, Jane. Again, she's another one that she has 33.4 thousand Instagram followers.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, I just don't. That always just strikes me as a red flag because people that have big platforms going on the show already, it's like, why are you going on the show? Like, do you just want to
For
grow it?
love.
And that's been an issue in the past. But I think that she's gorgeous. Social media director. Okay, love it. But the fact that she says she's passionate about growth and empowering others, I really hope that she sticks to her guns with that. And she is one of those
True.
women that empowers other women on the season. So I'm going to give her a pass, even though a lot of followers is a red flag for me. So I think that she'll also be a nice girl. And I agree. I think she does look perfect for this show. Like there's just something about the whole look that's just like, okay, you belong here. So what do you think,
I'm
Gabby?
putting her as the next bachelorette, I think.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Yeah, I could definitely see that. I think, since she's a social media person, that, maybe makes sense why she has a good following herself because she kind of knows how to do it. And yeah, she's really cute and different. I think she'll stand out a lot. I already love her style and fashion. Looks like she's from LA, right? Or maybe she just works here now.
Yes.
But definitely a city girl. Um, I think they'll get along really well. She's super cute.
Yeah, I'm gonna put her in top 4. I don't know how many spots there are in top 4, apparently 4, but I'm putting her up in there because I think she's going far. The next girl here we have is Jill C. She's 26 years old from Rhode Island. She looks very sweet, but if you push the wrong button, I would just be careful. This is just the vibes I'm getting for her picture. Her Instagram says that she is an architectural historian. So she's smart. She's a smart girl. She loves the outdoors. Her profile picture is her on a rock in the mountains somewhere. Gianna, what do we think about Jill?
oh, Jill. Okay, she's an architectural historian. That is really interesting and really like out of the norm. Her Insta profile pic is like her on a cliff or a rock. So we got another outdoorsy gal, historian from Rhode Island. I think she's going to be one of those down to earth women. Again, not really glitz, not really glamour. Like she's going to be, I feel like she's going to have those like tomboy vibes and she's going to really like
Mhm.
vibe with Clayton on that side. So, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I love her too. So I just love all these women.
Oh, wow.
I think in her photo here on Facebook, she's got like some tattoos peeking out a little bit. So I feel like she's like kind
Yes.
of, when you first look at her is kind of like the classic girl next door look, but I feel like she has an edgy side a little bit that might come out.
I could see that. She's gonna be giving us something for sure. I see her pretty much going far. The next girl here we have is Kara G. She's 30 years old from Cincinnati, Ohio. Her Instagram bio says that she is a professional dancer and fashion designer. And now that she lives in New York City, she looks spunky. She looks fun. She has short hair, so she's the first girl out of the bunch with short hair. We don't see a lot of short hair, the bob cut girls on Bachelor
Mhm.
Nation, but she looks super beautiful and I think she could be a vibe. Gianna, what do we think?
That just this photo, I love the short hair and the fact that she's pulling it off is amazing. I can tell right off the bat that she's a dancer just because of her body, how long her arms are. Like I can just see her doing ballet and doing it well. Another one that has a Bible verse in her Insta bio, so great. In New York City, I just feel like looking at her, she's an empowering woman herself. Like I feel like she's a strong woman. She's not going to take any BS from any other women. And yeah, I think that she's going to have a really good head on her shoulders, and be a leader in our little crew here.
Our next girl here, we have Kate G. Now, guys, buckle up for this. You are not about to expect what I'm going to say, the crossover. So it says she's 32 from Clarksville, Tennessee. However, if you go to her Instagram bio, it says that she is a real estate agent at the Oppenheim Group in Los Angeles, which is the famous real estate place for the reality show Selling Sunset. So it's more likely than not that
What?
she works very closely with the Selling Sunset crew. It says she's from LA, but her Instagram also says kind of like Nashville with a tan. So if she has LA, she's working at the Oppenheim Group, but she didn't make it on to Selling Sunset. Gabby, what do we think about this?
That is kind of crazy. I think if we are gonna have any show crossover, this one definitely makes the most sense, and I'm wondering how much they're gonna
True.
lean into that because, that show's on Netflix,
Mm.
this one's on ABC, so I don't know, super interesting, but I love that you found out that tidbit about her because that's definitely gonna be something they sets her apart.
Okay, our next girl here, we have her name is Kira M. She's 32 years old from Greensboro, North Carolina. She says on her Instagram that she is living in a Grey's Anatomy episode. Gianna, what do we think of her?
Okay. I'm wondering if she's a nurse as well. And if she is, then good for her. Shows she's smart. Again, beautiful. And yeah, that's all I can really say about her. What about you, Gabby?
Yeah, that's a cute little bio. I think if she's in the medical industry, then her and Clayton are definitely gonna hit it off.
That is true. I keep on forgetting that he is in the medical industry as well, but I don't know. I have a feeling that she might go home early. I just don't think that she is going to connect with Clayton. I don't know. She seems a little too reserved for this process, so we will have to see. Our next girl here, her name is Lindsay D. She's 27 from Warner Robins, Georgia. She looks super spunky, lots of big hair. She is an NICU nurse, and she is a former Miss Teen America, and she is a mama to Coilier Ray. So that doesn't necessarily mean she could be a dog mom, but I think her saying mama and without a dog emoji means that she's a mom. So we have our first single mom, most likely. Gianna, thoughts?
Oh, I'm really excited to see how the single mom conversation plays out with Clayton. It's going to be like, a Michael A situation on Katie's season. And, will
Yeah.
that end up with her going home because of her kids? So we're just going to have to see how that plays out.
Yeah, I'm curious like how old her daughter is. I think that will make a big difference for how she's able to continue on the show or how even Clayton reacts. But I love that we have a mom in here because I think they just carry themselves differently and it's gonna be exciting to watch.
Yeah, I love having a single mom. I hope that there's more than one because I felt like Michael Egg was so targeted last season by being the only single dad, unless there was another one that we forgot. So I hope that there's a couple more in this bunch. We have another Lindsay. This is Lindsay W. She looked perfect for this show as well. They probably handpicked her. She's from Orange, Texas. Her Instagram says just that she's from Texas and a few different emojis. We got a cactus, a cowboy, and a butterfly. We got a nice Texas
Oh.
girl. What are our opinions?
She looks so sweet, so innocent, gorgeous as always. And I think that she's going to also be a really nice girl. I can't see her getting into any drama. And for some reason, I'm just getting the vibe she's going to connect with Clayton really well.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like he would like Southern girls, and also there's just like a lot of blondes. I know there kind of always is, but I don't know. I feel
Mm.
like that might be his type, and he's sort of maybe requested like so many blondes.
That's a good point. Our next girl is Mara A. She's 32 years old from Cherry Hill, New Jersey. No, she looks beautiful. I love her outfit, but I feel like I'm already getting the vibes that she's going to be out of place on this show.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
you mix a Jersey girl with a bunch of women from LA in the South, like they just stick out like a sore thumb. And I feel like that's not going to benefit her like at all. Especially if she's from Jersey. Like they're even worse than Boston people when it comes to having attitude and saying whatever they need to say. So I have a feeling she might be a mean girl. I don't know.
I'm gonna defer to you, Gianna, and back you on that because that makes a lot of sense to me.
Okay. I mean, you got to watch out for those Jersey girls because you really never know. But we'll see what happens with Mara. The next girl here we have is Marlena W. She is from Virginia Beach, Virginia. She is a 2012 Olympian and she is also a real estate investor as well as an Airbnb superhost. So she really does it all. We love an Airbnb superhost. She's already giving me good vibes because I'm always looking for a good, cheap Airbnb that's clean. So I'm really liking her, but a 2012 Olympian, that is super interesting.
Oh my god, yeah, like, I mean, she's an athlete, like, which I think Clayton is also going to have a really good relation with her because he was also an athlete, and I know she's Olympian, he was a football player, but
True.
still, they both played in a professional sport, so that's gonna give them a great foundation to bond with.
They could be perfect workout buddies. I love that.
Yeah, they could work out together. The couple that stays together works out together. So she could be doing pretty well. The next girl here we have is Melina N. She's 27-year-old from Los Angeles. I'm already getting red flags with her as well, guys. I feel like she knows exactly what show she is signing up for. Her Instagram says that she is an
Yeah.
equestrian and she's also a founder of Kanga Boots.
Kanga boots
Yes.
are boots that are looking like roller skates, and they allow you to jump up and down, and it must be some sort of workout. I'm seeing little weights next to the Kanga boots. So this is going to be really interesting. And I'm wondering if she's going to hop out that limo in her Kanga boots to
Oh my
Clayton.
gosh.
She
That's going to be
should.
100%.
crazy.
You
She
know
really
it.
should. Okay, I am changing my entire opinion on this girl. I need a Kanga boot discount code right now. I love Melina. Melina, I love you. Please send me some Kanga boots. Okay, that is super, super fun. And nothing to do with kangaroos, FYI. Our next girl here is Rachel R. She's from Chicago, Illinois. She is a commercial pilot slash flight instructor. And in her bio on Instagram, it says she lives in Orlando.
Ooh, Orlando girl. The fact that her Insta user is Pilot Rachel, I hope she's nothing like Pilot Pete.
Imagine if she was the female version of Pilot Pete. This would be a crazy
Please
season.
no. Please.
Are we supposed to call her Pilot Rachel throughout the entire season? Is that what she's going to want to go as by? I'm already shipping her with Pilot Pete. I mean, how could you not? It'll be interesting to see how she plays out. Okay, our next girl here, Rihanna. So she spells it differently, Raanna. So she could be pronounced Rihanna or something. But either way, she is Rihanna, the Texas version from Mount Pleasant, Texas. Ask me about Jesus. He's my dude. She's a pediatric cardiovascular ICU. So she is cute and fun. I think she is going to give us a lot of Hannah Brown energy, a lot of the Southern Belle,
Yes.
outdoorsy stuff. That's the vibes I'm getting with her.
Yeah, I love the Southern Belle energy. And like Rihanna, I mean, hello, iconic name for an iconic lady, hopefully.
Love it. I
I
could
mean, her
definitely
name is
see Hannah
her name
vibes.
Hannah meets Rihanna. I mean, her name being Rihanna is something to definitely keep an eye out by. The next girl here we have is Sally C. Now, there is a lot of drama surrounding Sally C already. She's 26 years old from Greenville, South Carolina. There's so much drama regarding to her that she actually deleted her Instagram. So I don't know what her bio would have said, but there has been rumors about her
Oh.
all over the internet. Gianna, do you want to break this down for us?
Yeah, so basically, Sally Carson was having her bachelorette party a month ago on August 16th because she was set to get married actually yesterday, September 26th. But allegedly, her fiance was still legally married to his last wife, and she didn't know about that. And then something must have happened. Wedding was called off, and now she is going on The Bachelor. So, I was telling you guys before the shoot, big red flag to me because even though I get it, like she is now no longer getting married, how did she end up on The Bachelor only within a couple of weeks? Like, this is so fast. I'm like, did she or her friend sign herself up like while she was still engaged? Like, or what, or maybe they were at their bachelorette party drunk by the pool, and then the girls were like, let's sign you up for The Bachelor because we actually hate your fiance. And she's like, no. And they did it as like a joke type of thing. Like, and then it ended up happening. And then she's like, well, now I'm not getting married anymore. So, yes, I don't know how this happened. And I wonder if it's going to be brought up throughout the season. Like,
Of
this is
course it
already a
will.
huge scandal. So, craziness already. We love it.
This is so weird to me. Like, Maybe casting found her a couple weeks before and was like, "Go on this show," or maybe she was planning on leaving her husband to go on The Bachelor regardless, but the fact that she has a wedding date and apparently her registry is still online, so if you guys wanna check that out. But I feel bad for her in one aspect that she's getting talked about so much that she had to delete her own Instagram account before the show even started filming. I wonder if she's gonna drop out of production or if maybe the show won't even put her on because we are reviewing 33 women. It's very possible that only 30 of them or 25 of them are gonna make the cut. So I think they should put her on because it will add more drama, but it'll be so fascinating to see how this story develops. Gianna, do you think that we want to like her? Are you rooting for her or do you feel like she's being shady?
I am rooting for her because I feel like the husband messed up in her engagement and kind of screwed her over. Because the fact that he was still legally married, basically, to his last wife, like, how do you just kind of skirt around that big fact? So I think that she got really heartbroken. So the fact that she picked herself up to go on the show, and if she ends up staying, I am totally rooting for her.
Okay, interesting. Gabby, do you think Clayton's going to give her a rose? Do you think she's actually ready for love after this relationship ended 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I don't know. That seems really fast to move on. It seems like she's dealing with a lot in her life. So I don't know if she has, the full attention to be jumping into another relationship, but I think they're going to keep her around for a little bit.
It's going to be a major storyline, I'm assuming, if she makes it onto the cut. Well, we lost Gabby. She decided to send herself home. She wasn't quite ready for a commitment with me as the bachelor. Gianna, this means that it's just me and you. We are on a one-on-one date. You got the rose. You got the final rose. Are you ready to go through the next 5 women with me?
Oh, of course I am. Let's get right to it.
It's so crazy. Gianna, you were my winner pick. I knew it was going to be me and you at the end.
I'm so honored. I mean, I just like, where's that ring? I think you know what I like, so I won't be disappointed when you get down on one knee.
The next girl here we have is Samantha J. She's 26 from Dayton, Ohio, but she now lives in New York City. What do we think of her?
Ooh, okay. Well, what's interesting here is that we actually have a comment from a Facebook user. Jennifer says that Samantha is kind and loved my son when she would babysit him as an infant. Her family is beautiful, generous, and kind. Praying for a loving path for her. So we do have an insider right there saying that she's kind. She was a babysitter. She would watch young kids. So the fact that she's good with kids says a lot about a person. So I think that she's going to be great. We have another user saying that she's also intelligent, kind, responsible, beautiful inside and out. And this user has known her since she was 6 and loves her. So we have so many people on this account already rooting for her and saying how great of a person she is. And the fact that we have that already just speaks volumes. So I'm excited to see and get to know Samantha. I think she's going to be great.
I see her as like a mother pen in the house. I think a lot of the girls are going to look to her for advice. I also love a fellow redhead because we don't get enough, ginger representation on The Bachelor. So I
Mhm.
really like her a lot. She's giving me much Elise vibes from Colton's season. We love a good
Yeah.
redhead. The next girl here we have is Sarah H. She's 23 from Spartanburg, South Carolina. What do we think of Sarah? She might be the youngest girl that we've gone down the list so far at 23 years old.
I mean, yeah, she's my age. So that's like, I just can never wrap my head around people that are my age or younger going on The Bachelor. Like, for some reason, I just can't understand how that's even possible. Like, how can you get married at such a young age? I know people do it, all power to them, but that's just not my cup of tea. Okay, South Carolina. So another girl that's not from California or like the East Coast. Like we got someone that's like like way off the map. So yeah, I like her. I like her hair. I think she's gorgeous. Nothing wrong with her here. So I don't see any red flags. So she's fine in my book.
She's pretty. She's giving me McKenna vibes. I'm just trying to compare anyone to anyone from The Bachelor, but she's giving me McKenna
Yeah.
vibes, being so young.
Yes.
And I feel like she's the type of girl that is just going to do whatever it takes to stay another week and kind of take it like week by week, which
Mhm.
ultimately will not benefit her in the end. So I have my guards up about her. So we're watching you, girl. The next girl
Ooh,
we
okay.
have is Serene R. She's 26 from Oklahoma, Oklahoma. She looks beautiful. She looks like she belongs on The Bachelor as well. Her Instagram bio says that she will never be a morning person, for the moon and I are too much in love. and she also does some modeling. She's probably into astrology if she is very much into the moon. I don't know how much you know about astrology, but I think we can predict her zodiac sign as like maybe a Cancer or a Scorpio, and I kind of like that about
Ooh.
her.
Serene, I mean, the fact that her Instagram bio is about astrology in general, like she's going to be one of those peaceful, like I'm wondering if she's going to bring like spirituality cards to the bachelor mansion, give everyone a nice little reading. I think that she's going to be really in touch with her own intuition because people that are really into astrology are kind of like that. They're really tuned to signs and energies around them. So hopefully she'll be like that. So she knows what's going on in the house. She knows like who's vibing, who's not, if she's vibing with Clayton or not. And I think she's stunning. We have such a beautiful group of women.
Yes, she looks so beautiful. She's gonna be great. The next girl here we have is Shanae A. She's from Sycamore, Ohio, and Shanae has in her Instagram bio that says to be you. So she seems really positive. She seems very wholesome. Shanae is giving me very much like flowers, real estate vibes. She seems like a professional. We love a blonde. What do we think about her?
Yeah, this photo is very, very professional. I feel like we keep seeing like selfies or maybe like pictures that other people made them like take of them and all this like high end fashion. But this is really professional, really mature looking. Again, we have someone who's 29. So we have someone who's very close in age with Clayton, which I think he'll appreciate. And again, I have a feeling that he's going to really vibe with her. So I'm rooting for her too.
Yeah, she seems pretty cool. The next girl here we have is Sierra J. She is 26 years old from Oklahoma, Oklahoma. She has an amazing set of locks on her hair. She seems so gorgeous and beautiful. She's giving me very much spunky vibes, a lot of energy. I'm going to her Instagram right now to see if we can learn a little bit more about her. And in no surprise here, she is yogi, model, and tech. She lives in Dallas, but she also works at the Drive agency or is represented by an agency in Los Angeles. So she's very much in the industry. And I can see her doing a lot of modeling from the show now that she's going to get more exposure. But I'm sure she's been doing modeling before the show. She's beautiful.
I feel like a broken record because I just keep saying that each individual woman is so gorgeous, but like, look at her. She's a model. Like, she is a queen. The hair, the face, I mean, her body, everything is immaculate. So I really hope that if she doesn't find love with Clayton, that she at least definitely gets like a nice modeling contract. Like, I want to see her on the cover of Vogue. Like, she's amazing. And the fact that she's also into yoga, again, we're going to have another person that's very spiritual, like very like they have a nice mind, they know the vibes. And I think that she definitely won't be any drama at all. I can see her as another strong
Oh,
leader
yeah.
in this group.
She's not getting into any drama. That is a fact. But you know who might get into drama? This next girl, Susie E. She is from Virginia Beach, Virginia. She's 28 years old. In her Instagram bio, it says, never doing what I'm supposed to. And she works in video production. I mean, she's never doing what she's supposed to. She's going on The Bachelor. This sounds like someone who's a little mischievous, someone who might be getting into drama. We need to watch out for Susie.
Yeah, I'm hoping Susie isn't like a Corinne from like Nick Vile's season who was just like
Ooh.
so crazy and like stealing him and like grinding on him when she shouldn't have been. Like she was nuts. And the fact that this girl's saying that she never does what she's supposed to, I can see her being trouble in the mansion. I think she's gonna cause some problems. Like, she looks sweet, but I think that she's gonna surprise us. Like, she's like sweet on the outside, but mischievous on the inside. So I don't know how that's
Mischievous.
gonna work out in the mansion with all these other girls. And like the fact that she's from Virginia and like again that East Coast versus West Coast vibe too. I think we're gonna see some cattiness with these girls.
There's definitely gonna be cattiness. She doesn't do what she's supposed to do. We have to watch out for this girl because I'm telling you, she's trouble. And I don't know if it's a good trouble or a bad trouble, but we will see. We got a couple girls left on the list. Our next girl is Teddy W. She is from Redlands, California, 24 years old. She is a registered nurse, and let all of my life tell of who you are is the quote in her Instagram. Gianna, this might be the fifth or sixth, maybe even like seven or eight nurses we've had. Why do we think so many nurses are going on The Bachelor?
I was just gonna say, like, so many nurses. I feel like after this pandemic, if I were a nurse, I would have been like, F this. I need like a paid vacation of some sort. And like, I don't have time to date. So I'm just gonna go on The Bachelor. Like, you have to think about our poor nurses that have been working day and night since March or even before March of 2020, taking care of people with COVID among the pandemic. So it's like, I don't blame any of them for just signing up or having someone else sign them up for The Bachelor. And they're also young. Again, she's 24. We love the curly hair. I think she's also gorgeous. So I don't blame her for going on the show. But I really hope that her and Clayton vibe. But you know, the young age just always throws me off for some reason.
Yeah, that's fair. I think the nurses have just been so overworked and so busy the past 2 years with the pandemic that they just need a break to go on The Bachelor. So I'm all here
Mhm.
for that for her. So let's keep her on the show a little bit longer so she doesn't have to go back to work because I'm sure she's going to enjoy the time off. Now, this is the last girl we have coming up. Her name is Tessa T, the final girl out of the bunch. She is 26 years old from Stamford, Connecticut. And in her bio, it says she now lives in Brooklyn and she is a people team specialist at Hinge. Gianna, she works for Hinge. She works to set people
Oh,
up on dates.
my
This is a
jaw
good
just like
storyline.
hit the ground because Hinge, that's one of the biggest dating apps ever right now. And we know when we dove into Clayton's background that he used to dabble in dating apps. The one that he mentioned was Tinder, but I can imagine that he was also on Hinge. So the fact that she knows how the ins and outs of dating apps work, like obviously she knows like how to date herself. I think that's a pretty safe assumption to make. So I wonder if that's going to get brought up. I mean, the fact that she works for a dating app and then maybe Clayton can joke around and like admit that he's been on them. I mean, it's a normal thing, like who's not on a dating app nowadays.
True.
But that is so funny. That is such a fun fact about her. And I really think that they're going to play on it. Obviously, she's on a dating show for love. And the fact that she works for a dating app, like, come on. It's a perfect match made in heaven.
Oh, 100%. I don't know if you remember this guy, but he used to work for Venmo and he was on, I believe it was Rachel Lindsay's season. They used to call him Venmo John or something, and it just became his entire identity on the show. So I wouldn't be
Yes.
surprised if this happens for her and she just becomes the Hinge girl, which isn't a
Yeah.
bad thing. It's better than being called
Oh.
an escort or anything else that the show could label you guys as because this is what they've done. So 33 girls, so many that we went through. We don't know if all 33 of them will make the cut. But either way, we had to go through them. Gianna, we have totally come up with a few favorites out of the list, some girls that we need to watch out for. Who do we think are our top few favorites that we really like for Clayton or just for us as far as good TV?
Ooh, okay. So let's start out with Haley. She was another one of our nurses, artist, adventurer. Though she was the one that said that she had main character energy. She's our cute little
Yes.
Southern belle, and we think that her and Clayton are gonna vibe like 1,000%. So she is one of our ladies that we think is going to be in the top four, or even like you said, Zach, I believe top three.
Top
So
three.
we're giving her a nice little spot there. And another one that we love that we were a little confused about was Melina N. So we thought that because she was from LA, like she just wanted to be an influencer type. But then we found out that she's the founder of Kanga
The
Boots
founder.
Camp, and she created these shoes that you bounce on. So I think she's going to be so fun. And I want to see her bounce out of that limo toward Clayton. So we're going to see her make some good TV there. And another girl that we love is our NICU nurse, another one, Lindsay D. She's our single mom that we are rooting for. We hope that she doesn't leave. We hope she doesn't get too overwhelmed. And she looks so sweet. Zach, this was one of your favorites, Jane
Yes.
P. She is the LA girl that looks like she is just absolutely perfect for this show. And she says that she's sweet and spicy. So I believe she's going to make great TV regardless. And I think that we're going to be seeing her stay on Clayton season for at least, more than half of it. So excited to watch
Hmm.
her. And lastly, my favorite, Ivana N. She was our hand model and
Ooh.
foodie podcaster. We loved her and we are rooting for her as well. So we have so many favorites already. I'm wondering if everything that we said is going to be true, Zach. You know us, we are always speculating, always making assumptions, and we just have to see if we were right or not.
Absolutely. We definitely picked our lineup of favorites. I'm sure it'll change when the season comes out. But we also put a few of the girls on our red flag list, like NC, like Gabby, who had a past with Dean Unglert, like Genevieve, and as well as Sally, who may or may not was supposed to be getting married today. So we found our favorites. We have a few girls we need to watch out for, and we want to hear from you guys. Who do you guys like out of this list from the potential cast of the next season of The Bachelor? Make sure to comment down below who are some of your favorites. If you know any of them and want to share some tea, you guys are more than happy to do that in the comment section. As always, before you guys go, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell. Give this video a big thumbs up so you never miss out on any future Bachelor videos. As always, I am your host, Zachary Reality, joined today by the lovely Gianna Gravelisi. Gianna, what are you doing with the rose I'm giving you virtually?
I will always accept your rose and I will say yes to you 1,000 times, Zach. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Well, you guys are going to have to see us next time when we go on The Bachelor, our own version. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. We will catch you guys next time and see you later. Bye.